everybody. We're back for another week of New Mobile Report Noir, and I think I have a guest here to do the intro for me.
Woo! Welcome to Gundam After Dark.
Yeah, so along with my beautiful assistant I have over here, I also have one of my best and longest friends from college. We got Roadsinlife Cameron here with us.
Yo.
All right, so it's a new week, new events, and of course, well, I guess I'm saying of course, but I guess it's the first time for everything. We are. Well, I'm not going to spoil the surprise just yet. Let's get into the game first. Usually I like to try to save my gotcha pulls and stuff like that until I get around all of you wonderful, wonderful people who love Gundam build, Gunpla warfare, Gundam, and Gunpla, and the hobby of building tiny machines of death. But I got anxious this week. Also, I had to do a bunch of housekeeping, which I then immediately undid. But we'll sort all that out later. But this week we are looking for unlocking the one, the only, the mighty Astray X, the Dreadnought Gundam. Dun, dun, dun! And as you can probably see from the introduction, this is Rhodes' favorite, absolute favorite Gundam series. I think your rage broke the microphone. but since we have Dreadnoughts, I think I'm gonna give us a little taste of something different for the music this week. I'm only gonna play a little bit of it because I'm trying to be good and not get all of my videos like struck and demonetized as usual.
Hashtag demonetized.
Don't judge me. Yeah. Here we are, Dreadnoughts. Alright. Anywho, back to the regularly scheduled music that hopefully won't get me demonetized. So, Cameron, care to tell everyone why you absolutely, positively love Gundam Seed and everything that came from it?
I hate Seed. I hate Destiny with a passion. Well, let me clarify. I hate the shows. The mecha designs are actually some of my favorites.
Oh. So you can differentiate.
Yes, I can. I love the Strike Gundam. I absolutely hate Kira. I love the Destiny Gundam.
Excuse me, sir. When we talk about him, we use the full proper name, Kira Jesus Yamato. Or Kira Jesus Beambot McAim Spam Yamato.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't like him, but I love the Strike. I like the Freedom Gundam. I'm not the biggest fan of the Strike Freedom. I don't know, all the gold interlays on it kind of just never really caught on with me, and I thought there was too much going on with the backpack. But the
wait,
Freedom,
and there wasn't with the silhouette system was the Impulse Gundam. What do they call it on the Strike Gundam, where you had like all the different like boost things you could load in there?
Oh, the packs? Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Sell them model kits.
Yeah. It's funny because the packs were... Okay, so the Strike Gundam Perfect Grade is just the Strike. Doesn't even have like the Ale Strike backpack, which is the first thing he gets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, it comes with that. Then the Ale Strike was sold with the Sky Grasper. And then through P Bandai alone, you could get the sword pack or the launcher pack.
Okay. So unlike last week, I'm not sharing my screen over to Cam, so you can't really see what I'm working on. But of course, the suits for this week are all the Astray frames from the various Gundam Astray shows and manga series that we have. So, and of course the Bear Guy 3. Oh no, is it the Bear Guy 1 or the Bear Guy 3? Bear Guy 3 from last week. I slacked on it because I really didn't care, so I didn't really finish my Bear Guy 3 to the highest level that I could. Sue me. But I
won't.
Say what?
I said I won't. It's a weird niche suit, but it is largely endearing.
It is very cute. Like I ain't saying a damn thing. That son of a bitch is cute. Let's see. Ally shot damage down. So I'm finishing up a few of the Astray frames that I have on hand. The first one that I'm doing is an Astray green frame. It is very green.
You go more green than usual? No, just a regular green. Okay.
Yeah. We can. I forgot that you do have the ability to like pull up the stream yourself.
Yeah.
Let's pick a color for her. We could go Zaku
I like how
green.
it has both the twin sword rifle on the hip and in the hand.
So it is a little funky about how it handles like special equipped weapons like that. So when I go to like take pictures of it, I'll have options to kind of customize it the way it needs to be. I could do a Zaku 2 Kai paint scheme. That'd be very green. Let's see. Any recommendations? Any colors you'd want to see on it? Ooh, I like this Kiradoga scheme.
Let's see. Yeah, the Gyaradoga scheme actually looks nice because the yellow contrasts the rest of the green.
Boop. Alright, and I think I will set boosters and stuff like that. But no, you were going on about like your affinity for like the mecha design within Seed and Seed Destiny.
Yeah, I'm like one of my favorite mobile suits of all time, and dear God, I hate saying this because it is from Seed Destiny, is the Destiny Gundam. It looks awesome. The one thing that bothers me about it is there's a little bit of like asymmetric stuff with the backpack because you have the sword on one side and then the beam cannon on the other.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, I absolutely love the Destiny Gundam to death. I can't stand Shin Natsuka, and I consider him probably one of the worst characters Gundam has ever created because that man spends the entire series complaining.
He is actively after like, I want to be the best pilot. I should be the best. Like, how are you not the main character in your own anime, sir? Like he was supposed to be the new hotness, but no, Kira Yamato is like, nah, son, this is still my anime.
You get like 5 episodes of like pure Shin, and then it's like, oh, Kira's been in hiding, and here's Kira, and Shin is now relegated to the background.
And then, oh my God, what was Kira's friend that was fighting for Zaft in original Seed?
Atherin.
Atherin Zala, thank you. And like, you get more of Atherin and Kira's sister's romance than you get on whoever our new main character was supposed to be.
God, like Shin. I'm sorry. The whole fact that like Shin's like, oh, okay, my parents died in a mobile suit battle, and then just happens to place the blame on Kira, and like he's like that Gundam. I'm like
son, calm down.
Also,
yeah,
his sister hasn't gone back for her phone.
Like look. Like, let it go, girl. Anyway, to the game for a moment. My Event 2 build is a bit more of a hodgepodge. I didn't have, I threw basically whatever I had in there. So I have like some Astray red frame, some Astray gold frame, and then just to round out the power tags for it, I threw in parts from Crossbone Gundam, RX-78, and the Exia.
Okay. Well, interesting combination.
I
like that you have Low Guile as your pilot. So
yeah. Yeah. Well, they also do give you Logile like a benefit for like using him, like a pretty sizable one. So this is the one that has like
for
the
using
high.
him with strike with Astray stuff.
Yeah. So like you get a 15-point bonus, and I think he was a Stray Red Frames pilot, correct?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So I do have like the Astray Red Frame parts, but Astray Red Frame is a rarer drop in the game, so I don't have a lot of Astray Red Frame parts.
That's funny, considering how popular the Astray, like Red Frame Astray is. Like,
well, like it's popular. That's why it's rare.
I guess. Yeah, I guess they're like, sure, fine. We can make people pay more to drops for it.
Absolutely. Like I said, my goal is desperately not to become a whale at this game. I dropped a few dollars to get my Gushin Rebake Full City. I'm not ashamed of that one. I'm only slightly ashamed of that one. But beyond that, I think I've been pretty good. And like when I show you what the gotchas are this week, I will probably do my best to also refrain from that as well. Last thing I got to do, I need to wrap up this this bear guy. So we need to build out a amphib support type for computer. Which are types I normally build because I might be wrong. Anyone that knows more about the GunPla game than I do is welcome to correct me. But using support type has never been like my move at this at all. See, your audio and video are great in this video. Now I can join on from the fun. I see you. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. Hi, Trishelle. It's nice to have you. And of course, Charnel. My wife is one of my biggest fans. That is until she starts doing videos with us, and then it becomes even more fun. Oh my god. So, you been working on anything lately?
Model-wise? Not really. Mainly because I've been trying to like figure out what I want to build next.
Well, what are your options on like your next build?
Okay, so right now I have the Gundam. I have the Gundam Bile release edition, so it's got like a special coating, which doesn't really matter to me since I'm painting it. Look, it was just because it was a first run thing, but it does come with a really cool action base. So it's like the action base is like a ghost white plastic. It's actually pretty cool. Then I got the Re 100 Yak Doga, and I love that kit to death. Like I want to build it, but it's so big, and I don't know if I don't really have a paint scheme planned out for it yet.
After this, there is no turning.
Well, you know, if it needs a home, there is always a home here.
Yeah. Then I don't know. Something else I could do is I have 3 Macross variable kits, like the ones that transform. And I kind of want to do one of those. They're definitely a lot. They're definitely harder than the Gundam kits. And I mean, that's not a problem. It's just how it's just doing the painting and everything for them is really getting on me because I'm like, I'm not sure about how I want it painted yet. But then I got like a Hasegawa SU-35 flanker model and a very rare kit that I have here, and I don't want to touch it because if I mess it up, I'm gonna just straight up die. So Bandai did a series of sort of snap fit models, but are like things, but are like high detail and everything. Called their EX series, and I have Phase Red Tail.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I have that, and like, I actually, while building the kit, I'm perfectly fine with doing. I might have to just commission somebody else to do the painting, because that's my thing. I'm like, I don't want to mess the paint up on that. It's just like I have an original release of the Swordfish 2 model kit. And I'm like, I want to build it, but at the same time, it's like, this is a kit from like 2000 that one of my friends, she got from me from Japan and mailed it to me as a birthday present. Like, she found it in like a little hobby store in Akibahara.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and mailed it to me. So I have that, but that's in my storage unit, and that's one of those kits that I'm like, I don't want to touch until I'm incredibly, confident in my abilities. Because a lot of other Gundam kits and everything, most of them, if I mess up, it's not too hard to get another one. But that would be ridiculous, because last time I checked, that kit on eBay is like $250.
Yeah, that's a negative for me, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, like I love the kit. It's a really cool kit, and it looks like I've seen it done amazingly. But I don't know. It's one of those things that I'd have to have it perfect, and it comes with the parts to build the standard version, or you can do. There's a slight variation between the version and after with Wild Horses, which is the Cowboy Bebop episode where Spike brings it back down to Earth to get it fixed up. Where they go and get it with the Columbia.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a slight difference in the variations, like for pre-Wild Horses and post. And I'm like, I really want to build this kit, but I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be able to find your way through in order to really enjoy yourself with the model. Because it's, I'm sure your friend would appreciate you doing a great job with it, but at the same time, I'm certain just getting it out of the boxes and start getting it together would also kind of be a great thing for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, she knows Cowboy Bebop was my thing, and the fact that she surprised me with this, she just told me she had dropped a birthday present in the mail for me, and so I get this box from Japan, and actually, Matt and Brittany were at my apartment when I got it, because they saw my reaction when I opened it. Because I was floored. Oh my god, that was. But yeah.
Lowe's was the sorry to so harshly cut back to Gundam stuff. Lowe's was the head of the junk squad. No.
Junk
company. Junk Guild. Yeah. I'm gonna call it the Astray Junker. Since it's a bunch of Astray parts and other Gundam parts. And of course the name is too long. Est Junker.
Local guy always makes me laugh because he looks more like he's be at home in Macross than Gundam.
He looks like he is one of he looks like he's one of the Firebomber? He looks like he's a lost member of Firebomber.
He does look like Neki Basura.
That's just one of those annoying things. Why was it so hard to find the Astray OVAs in the States? Because I heard all right, I'm gonna tell on myself because Seed scratched that itch for Gundam I had when I was I'm all about this mecha stuff, and Seed for a hot minute was my obsession. Especially because it hit around the same time as what's my other show, Code Geass, and I just felt for Kira because of how Flay Ulster tried to murder him through combat.
Yeah, Flay was Jesus Christ. That was a whole.
few more satisfying deaths than like watching Flay Oster die. One moment. But yes, watching Flay Oster, cause she got hit by a mega beam cannon to the cockpit of a ship, didn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. Whew. Oh god, I just remember like watching further and further as like she would go from battle to battle and just like barely like scrape by and out. I was like, oh, like I know it's not your fault, but God, I hate you.
Yeah, Flay is one of those characters. I'm like, oh my god, but death highly satisfying.
Oh. I'm sorry. We'll get you a headset someday. My computer will stop being dumb. My co-host Charnel is upset because our headset situation doesn't exactly work. So I can either pick between having game audio and having her, or having her and no game audio. But considering that the game audio is like kind of pre-baked, I guess it wouldn't be that bad for the future. We'll cross these bridges as we get there. But
there's only 2 episodes of this the Astray OVA. It's okay. The main thing for Astray is the manga, which is actually really good.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those Gundam Astray manga. Like the Astray manga, I actually took and I was like, okay, this actually isn't bad. I think it's like 3 volumes or something like that. It's not too long, but it's actually really well done. I don't know. I actually I just thought it was a really cool one, mainly because it doesn't have Kira. But
I guess I will, because of the Astray red frame, I will go with a red, black, and gold scheme, because I think I am running the Astray gold chest. I really wish I had like a completed Astray gold frame, just so I could do the gold versus Dreadnought battles that they had from the new type magazines at the same time.
Also, I like Ron, the villain for Seed mangas, Rondo. Man, because Rondo is so over the top and his like looking evil. It's great.
Alright, so we're gonna go on and make sure our squad is set. I got the event squad built with the red frame at the front. And let's see, we got 200 combat power with about 150 bonus points, which isn't bad for a pretty like low power event. At least low power event for me, because I don't have any of these parts.
Fair enough.
Alright, so for you with the changes like to Seed, like is it like it's mostly like the poor character decision and like the amplified melodrama that kind of drove you away from Seed, is what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah, like I was just I could not get into Kira as a character. The funny thing is, if the series had focused solely on like Athrun, I might have actually enjoyed it. But
Athrun did have like a legit journey, and I feel like they did try to change it a little bit in Destiny, but at the same time they're like, but we want to throw in all these new characters though.
Yeah, like it. Well, I remember I met a guy and he was like, "Look, he's like, look at Seed Destiny. He's like, look at Shin as the making of a villain." And I'm like, I've tried to do that, but the problem is I can't stand Shin. Like, he is so extra in his like, just everything he does. It's, But like I said, I love the Destiny Gundam to death, which is one of my favorite interactions in Gundam Dynasty Warriors 3, where you get to pick your pilots and everything, is if you put Char in the Destiny Gundam, he goes that the pilot for this mobile suit doesn't deserve it.
Oh god. So I just had one of those moments where I loaded into what is it called, an arena battle, and looked at the other team drop in, and I was like, this is gonna be a hard battle from looking at the metadata, and then like gets into the fight. Oh god, this is gonna be a damn near impossible battle. Haha.
Did I just see Garrod use the AV system?
Yes, I have Garrod running Alevignana with G and Fangs, and speaking of oh, I'm about to die. Oh, alright, lucky that was my teammate that died. Everything's empty. Oh god! No! He's quantized. I'm so gonna die.
Lauren Sayak is using a mobile suit with Trans Am. That's
yes.
That is a whole lot of spatial awareness.
Yes. Play. Yes. Burst slash, and there I go. And I died. That was unfortunate, very unfortunate. I was like, oh, it's only it's only like a 20,000 difference in combat power. This should be fine. Looks at all the supers I just get beat in the basement. No, this was not fine in the slightest.
Oh my god. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking because I was just thinking about Lauren Sayak because 90% of the show, time I think about him, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that they had this man cross-dress for most of the series.
I thought it was only like 2 episodes.
Every time he goes to a major event, they have him pull out this Laura Rolla personality to hide that it's a guy.
It's fine. He was a very pretty man.
I mean, the fact of the matter is they were originally going to have a girl main character for turn A, and then they changed their mind, and then Cowards. I guess they just didn't go all the way back.
Cowards. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble because I'm trying to fix my camera. Oh. So you have a Sengoku Astray with G and Fangs activated. I gotta beat down. So I was sad because they didn't give me any bonuses for the Sengoku Astray parts. Uh-oh. Particle G-Fin. Oh, thank God it didn't hit me.
It's so funny looking at all these all the arenas they have because they're from the other Breaker games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the arena you're fighting in now, the desert one, is first in Breaker 2. And it's in Breaker 3 again, and it's actually one of my favorite.
And I just got... yeah, I just got killed by the wrench.
I just saw, what's his name, hit you with that wrench.
Yeah.
God from Crossbone. Crossbone.
The Gundam series will never have.
Tobia, that's his name. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. But yeah, I just saw him hit you with that wrench.
It always hurts to, out of, there are finishing moves that are pretty, and there are finishing moves that are brutal. And by far, most of the really brutal finishing moves come from freaking
IBO. Yes.
IBO. Because they're all right. Well, all right. No, they come from either IBO or Thunderbolt. Because the bump of the living is the most hardcore move, and it is unfair. Like, I'm almost hoping that like someone drops in with it, but I'm about to like hopefully mop the face of this person because I am 3 times as powerful as their team.
Don't.
Unfair.
I
Look,
can't
your
remember
points.
if that winter stage started with Breaker 2 or 3.
Not sure.
It wasn't 1.
Ah! God damn it.
Oh, derp.
I derped hard. I'm like low key half interested in seeing if I could pair my Steam controller to the game so I can stream the game to so I can play the game with a controller.
It's so funny looking at this. It's so much slower than Breaker.
Oh.
But yeah, Breaker is something. Like, so the speed of Breaker is one of the like main points of it. And it only got faster up until New Gundam Breaker, and then when it released, it was slow, and people were complaining about it. And then they fixed the speed with this patch, but it's still not as fast as Breaker 3.
Yeah. It does, like, you do have moments where, like, this, especially depending on, like, how you build your Gunpla, depending on how much Vernier reserve you have, your speed does feel pretty well limited, but, like, sort of by the limitations of, like, a touch interface, like, it definitely does give you the feeling of, like, you can, if you want to be lazy, you can just throw it on auto. And like at a certain point, depending on like how strong suits and stuff like that are, you can't kind of just like throw it on auto and like let the game play itself, which I'd never ever do something like that. But but what you can definitely do is what's the word I'm looking for? You can you can kind of get to an easy point of like figuring out how to manage what you have to do. Oh god, I love, and I guess like part of why my last suit felt so slow, I was using, wow, I just wrecked that. I need to fire a missile. I'm using a greatsword weapon, which slows down your attack power and all that kind of stuff too.
Oh god. I'm hoping I'll be able to capture Breaker 3 and show you like what real speed is, because Breaker 3's combat system feels just as fast as Armored Core 4 Answer.
Oh god. I don't know if I'm ready for that. So I guess like because is Breaker 3 still on sale?
Breaker 3 is on sale. Like I said, New Gundam Breaker came out. Nobody liked New Gundam Breaker. Everybody tells everybody go play Breaker 3. Like,
yeah. So I might be able to, of course, after responsibilities and all that stuff are handled, to pick that up. And I'm also looking at getting improved stuff for my home display in the living room, so I can do capturing from there. Ooh, excuse me. It's the Jameson. Oh, this lovely cold brew Jameson. Yum.
Oh god.
So what are your expectations in like what you consider a good Gundam anime?
Okay, I measure every Gundam anime, and this might be a little bit high, Mark. I measure every Gundam anime to Zeta.
Mhm.
The amazing character building. See, Gundam isn't just about the giant robots. It's the world that's taking place around the giant robot fights and the
I,
characters in it.
I feel
I
lied
mean,
to then. I have that picture you sent me. Ooh, giant robots
Hey.
war is bad.
Sunrise loves that GunPla money. Tomino was like, all right, I'm gonna make a show about like the war. War is absolutely horrible.
Hell. War
Which
never
is kind of funny
changes.
because then Macross was meant to be sort of war is bad, but there is life outside of it, which is a great great comparison, like side by side. But okay, if I just start going through Gundam series, Wing is really good up until about episode 30. Then it starts losing cohesion.
God, wow, you're right.
Yeah, Wing is really good until you get to the second half of it.
I feel like it does kind of like refine itself, at least with Endless Waltz as the OVA, but OVA is kind of like such an ass pull of the world building.
I mean, and luckily, a lot of the problems with Gundam Wing are fixed with the Gundam Wing manga, Glory to the Losers.
That's a hell of a title.
Yes, it is. I love it though. I absolutely love. But yeah, it's one of those things where it fixes everything.
Okay.
Like that was wrong with it. So that's just one. There's problems with X, but I love X to death because the characters are well developed. And the second half of X actually, I think, is better. I don't know. I mean, I'm torn on saying it's better. I love X to death, and it, like I said, it does have problems because it came out around that same time as Wing, so it's got its own.
It has
problems.
like its own pacing. It has its own 90s issues.
Yeah.
I noticed you don't talk of another famous Toonami Gundam series though.
G Gundam?
Mobile Suit Racist Gundam?
Okay, G Gundam and me have a really interesting relationship because unlike Seed and Destiny where I like where I like the mobile suit designs, Jesus Christ, I don't like the mobile designs.
What?
Even
wow, more fireworks.
But
what?
also
you don't like Zebra Gundam? Are you telling me that
Zulu
Mariachi Gundam?
You mean the
Zulu Gundam? You don't like Mariachi Gundam?
It was Tequila Gundam, and thank God, because Bandai changed their name on that.
Tequila Gundam.
The Gundam had a poncho and a sombrero.
I for one think you're being a sensitive lib and should let Bandai, as the master of everything, just say what they should and should not make.
The colony for Neo Mexico was a giant dirt sombrero.
Yo, alright. Like, as racist as the Gundam designs were, the colonies were probably way more racist. Like, Jesus Christ. Had you not seen a person from Japan? not to like get down into like this conversation, but like have Japan, like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
wait,
we just,
let's remember, Gundam Maxter, right, uses dual revolvers, wears a football helmet, comes in on a surfboard.
Skateboard, sir. I'm just gonna say I have both. My two favorite events that we had here were what is it? It was the event for Gundam Maxter and the Bolt Gundam, because Gundam of Mother Russia crush all enemies.
Oh my god. Also, weird thing, Gundam Breaker got Rose, but that was the only one of this. It has Rose and Dragon Gundam, but it does not have Maxter or Bolt.
So GBGW has Rose, Maxter and Bolt were big releases. Let's see, we do have Dragon as well. Dragon is like an early suit that you'll unlock in the game. But so far, the only place you could get Maxter and Bolt were from the event. And let's see, I just finished unlocking the first of my Dreadnought Gundam parts. So let us go take a look at how they come together.
Also, can we just talk about a product of the time? The fact that G Gundam separates Neo China and Neo Hong Kong.
Oh damn. Wait, was there not a Neo Taiwan?
If there was, I don't remember it, because Master Asia represents Neo Hong Kong.
Yo, that is right. Yeah, because like because unification wasn't until like 98 or something. 97. But
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
97.
We're far in the future now, and they would have known. Come on, Bamco, what are you doing?
Then we got I mean, come on, there. Like, what's it called? Essentially, Neo Russia was still the Soviet Union, and then I'm pretty sure that Schwarzbruder is from West Germany. Is from Neo West Germany.
All right, I have to look that up now.
Let me.
Schwarzbruder. Black brother. Come on. Come. Bandai, really? Come on. Matt MB. Genetic android and clone. Nah, it's just Neo Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, Germany had been unified at this point. At least they got that one correct. Oh. I guess they well, Taiwan doesn't have anyone that fights. Why would we want to put that in there?
I mean, I give one of my favorite things about G Gundam, I'll give it this, is that Neo Holland's Gundam survived to the final, late rounds by just pretending to be a windmill in a field.
Oh my god. That's still so amazing. No, because it was Noble Gundam was Denmark, right?
Neo Sweden. Yep, Alan B. Beardsley. Oh god, the only blue-haired Swedish girl.
Oh, actually, I gotta show you the gotchas, because Alan B. Beardsley is one of the gotcha rewards this week.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Now they haven't given me the. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. Oh wow, I need to actually. I think I'm gonna keep this paint scheme because I have the frickin' Arizona Iced Tea paint scheme on the Dragoon system.
Oh my god.
let's see. I got the Akatsuki packs. I do have the Dragoon system. ABC.
God, I just remember the Neo Britain's Gundam was John Bull Gundam.
The John Bull Gundam. I thought I had it in here somewhere.
Also, I like that, like, there was a change. Okay, so they always talk about how the Chapman had won 3 Gundam fight tournaments in a row, but that's just because he had a sniper Gundam and was just picking off people. And
he just like can't touch this.
yeah, so it wasn't until I want to say it was the Gundam the Gundam fight before the current one, the one where Master Asia wins. That was the one where they banned long range weapons, and that's why Master Asia was able to win. Because
Master Asia's like, I can reach you now, boy.
You're right.
Oh my god. Isn't that exactly like the history of warfare between Britain and France? Is like, if you can't touch me, you can't beat me.
Right. It's like, okay, it's like Gentle Chapman. Oh, the man was a master sniper. Oh, we built him a gun that, we built him a gun that uses the a sniper rifle. Oh, what do you know? Britain controls the entire world for 12 years by superior technology. Oh, somebody might actually have a problem with that.
Like, how did they convince them to change the rules? That is literally like my only question. There's
it was a bunch of uprisings and everything.
So like the normal way that Britain loses control.
Like I said, G Gundam might like. I don't hate G Gundam. It's just G Gundam is stupid.
It's stupid, but when it's right, it's right.
Yeah.
All right, how do I get these chips? Because this is getting frustrating. Sorry, I'm now just figuring out like you need it. So, Gundam Build GunPla Warfare is really good at making esoteric systems for how you unlock shit you want. So for this event, like most of the time, it's like, oh, you go fight, you go get the things you need to unlock the things you want. But this time, it looks like there's a chip system. No. Let me get back into the shop. Have to go to exchange. So there are Dreadnought chips and then Dreadnought 5-star chips, which is not uncommon. But what you get this time is you get points, which is no direct promise for getting Dreadnought chips. So I only have 2 Dreadnought chips, and to unlock one part is 8. So I have most of the components for like building the base mobile suit, but it looks like they're giving you basically everything except for the beam saber. So I really want to unlock they named this man Prayer Reverie. Prayer Reverie is our pilot for the Gundam the Astray X Dreadnought Gundam, and I hate him. I hate his face. I hate his stupid blonde face. I hate his stupid name too. Oh my god. That is one thing that Gundam Seed almost has some of the most like visually instantly hateable. Like, I don't remember a single name of all of the ZAF pilots that were involved in the operation to steal the Gundams, but I know I know I hate all of them.
I feel that. I absolutely feel that. Oh god.
To quote Daffy Duck, you have a very punchable face.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. How do I get these chips? Gear.
I just remember Nicole like he was the one from Blitz Gundam because he was the first person that Kira killed, and I laughed the whole time.
Yo. And it wasn't he because Nico was the gentle one, and everyone after Nico died is like, oh, I fucking hate this guy. Like, I'm sorry, you were trying to kill my friends.
Yeah.
Upgrade items. I guess I really just gotta like go and grind more. It might just be the ticket drop rate is not great. So I'll keep this squad together for now. Let's check the achievements and see how many more times we gotta run.
Then there was Yazak, who had that bowl cut from hell.
Oh, I have Yazak. I use him. I actually have him as my I believe. Yep, there he is. He is my mid shooter. He's my mid shooter pilot.
Oh, God, I'm trying to think of the God. All I'm thinking of is
mostly seed pilots, and because I also have Diarca as my long range fighter.
Oh yeah, the first time somebody was like, "Wait a minute, there's a Garyu character in Gundam."
Yes. Diarca Elsman was a Gyaru who just wanted to stand way far in the back and shoot shotguns at people. And how are you going to build a long range suit that uses shotguns? I understand supposed to be like a last ditch. We're gonna blow holes in ships as they get close to us, but no, you built the long range Gundam and you flip the weapon around and it becomes a shotgun.
Yeah,
That's one thing that Seed did that does annoy me as an engineer, is they have things that are just overly complicated for the sake of being overly complicated.
You want to talk about overly complicated? The Archangel itself, the
ship transforms. Why? Oh my God, it hurts. It hurts to think about. And no, because I think it's the Impulse Gundam, the catapult isn't big, the main catapult on whatever the ship is in Destiny isn't big enough to actually to launch the Impulse Gundam, so it has to launch it in the 3 flyer parts and then launch the silhouette behind it, and oh God, it's so dumb. Why? I understand you did it once with the RX-78 because transforming was cool, combining is cool, but no! Well,
hey, and let's remember, the RX-78 can be launched as a full mobile suit.
Because white base makes sense.
White base makes sense. The Albion makes sense. My favorite thing about so one of my favorite things about and it's a little one or two lines from Gundam lore. It's from Unicorn. When the Xeon pilots team up with the Federation pilots and they're on
board
the
your
ship.
Stand up?
Yeah, they're like, why are you only have suits on the ground? You know,
it's almost like we're in space, actually, but to give the Federation some points.
Their ships have atmospheric flight. Yeah.
Yes, because the Federation, Xeon is an invading force from space. Xeon ships are not meant to work in atmosphere. All of Xeon's aircraft are specifically aircraft for handling operations inside the Earth, inside of the Earth's atmosphere. Those ships they use for varying mobile suits inside the atmosphere don't work in space. But Xeon stuff that works in space really well because Xeon is a space first army. The Federation is a big army that has to police the entire Earth sphere. Xeon is I'm gonna be really dumb and semi-political here. Xeon is Iran. There's stuff that's meant to work where it works really well. Sometimes. The Federation is America. Like, why are you doing all these things that like don't make sense in this specific little corner of the world? Do you want to go fight on the other side of the world with your shit? No. Okay then. I'll see you in Jabrow with the same shit I brought here.
hey, I could take a GM right from Jabrow and then launch it on the moon and still have a decent mobile suit. No,
whatever their frigate class is, I can deploy. Like they're meant to be they're meant to be vertically launched from Earth. They're not VTOL craft, unlike the White Base, which is like a super flexible system. But even then, like I think the Albion need the I think White Base can single stage to orbit, but it like burns most of its fuel. So you have to like dock at Luna in order to refuel and like be operational again. But it can go from atmosphere to space under its own power. But the Albion needs a boost assist to make it from Earth.
The Albion was the late version of that White Base. It was the version from 0083, and it was able to take off by itself. They had to go to what's it called? They had to go to Lavienne Rose to get repairs though, because they kept getting harassed by Seema Garahau and her space pirates.
But speaking of which, we got the box art for the Dreadnought Gundam. Let's see what this box art looks. Ooh, they used the updated HG box art. It should be popping up in a moment for you on the stream. I'm gonna keep it up there.
Yeah, that's the that was that 2004 release box art.
Yeah, that's pretty. I kind of want one of these.
I haven't seen one like in a while. Like when all my looking around through models and everything. I guess this is the closest I'm gonna get to having one then.
Alright, let's go run a few more missions and keep. Oh god. I liked Seed so much when I was younger. Like, so I recently like looked at like the first few episodes of the remaster, and oh god, I'm. The bad thing is, I think my wife would love it. Cause like I really just want her like to see it to appreciate my feelings on Flay Alster. Like Flay Alster is one of my favorite anime villains.
Hey, if there's ever been a girl who learned how to use somebody, like you know what's funny? One of my favorite, another female character who I actually think, she's actually, was a decent character. Luna Maria Hawk might be one of the few decent things from Seed Destiny.
You're gonna have to remind me who she is, because honestly, Seed Destiny is a blur.
Yeah. So Luna Maria Hawk she flies that pink Zaku, the pink Zaku warrior. And then she got the then she got the Impulse Gundam. Yeah, she got the Impulse Gundam after Shin was given the Destiny Gundam. But yeah, it was sort of funny because like Luna Maria is just one of those characters. I was like, okay, fine. I mean, she's not. Like, at first I was like, fine, she's just going to be, another one of those, characters from this show that I'm going to wind up being like, eh. But then as the show went on, I was like, oh, guess what?
What was old girl from IBO that was the second season that was in charge of keeping that idiot alive? You know the idiot I'm referring to.
You're talking about the lady who was assigned to keep track of Oregon them?
No, not to keep track of Oregon them. The one that was with I almost said Tetons, but
Oh, Julieta. Yeah.
Julieta.
No, I like Yeah.
I like Julieta.
I like Julieta, especially by the last episode. Like,
don't tell me anymore because I still haven't seen it.
Okay, you have to watch it because the epilogue actually has some decent stuff for Julieta.
God. I'm trying to get through it. Like, I think Charnel stopped watching anime because I want her to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she really doesn't like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
What?
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, I guess, like, it's just one of those things where, like, if you didn't catch it when you were, like, at the right age for it, it doesn't mature super well. Like, whereas I'm having all of this nostalgia and fun with it, like, Charnel's like, these are children, and these children annoy me.
Yeah.
And it hurts my soul so bad because I really, really like want to enjoy it, and it's mostly I want to enjoy it with her so I can like finally see Legend of Korra. I've only ever seen like 3/4 of the first season of Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra is something else. I love the Legend of Korra
so bad, like because I was watching it on TV, and when Nickelodeon pulled it off, and like that's when it got good, and I'm like, I can't see it yet though.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, out of all TV in general, Zahir is one of my favorite villains of all time.
So I've heard, but I just like, I need to get there. I will defend to the death of me like how good Legend of Korra is, even though I haven't finished watching it. Like, I know enough about it where it's like, this is a great show. I really want to see it. Like, can we just skip to that? No, we can't. You go through it like all of us. You get to know these people. You get to know this world. You live with it.
Man, I've always been a love, like, I've had like this like great love, you know, of like earthbending and everything.
Yo,
and
I wanted to learn crane style kung fu because of fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh god. Yeah,
oh my god. Wait. I think I have the game sound going into our chat. I'm gonna be quiet so you can hear. You hear the sound that this Gundam makes moving, right?
The squeak. Yeah, yes. I was like, what is that? Oh.
It's so cute. Oh, but I can't block with it. God damn it. Okay, I think I actually have enough Dreadnought chips to cleared 250. Alright, I'm gonna go unlock my Dreadnought Gundam, and I'm probably gonna put a Gabera straight on it so I can get plenty of points. And then so that's gonna probably be the ultimate breakdown for me. Restream lets me, so the way I have my streaming pipeline set up right now, I like to like stream to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I think what's it called? Right now I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS will let me stream to Facebook and Twitch, but not YouTube with their built-in multi-stream feature. I honestly don't think I need to stream directly to YouTube.
I don't.
There's not a lot of traffic that I ever pull from it. But streaming to Facebook and Twitch would be cool. And the one thing that Restream does not allow me to do is stream directly to my Facebook gaming channel. So, yeah. Unless I pay for it. Unless I pay for it. And I am not paying. I presently, in my present state of mind, am not sending Restream a dime. I love your service. It's really cool. Not paying you money. Like, can I explain like how cheap I am being with a lot of this right now? Oh, actually, I'm gonna like actually, while I pull this up, I'm gonna show off something I've been working on actually. So this is gonna be a surprise to you. This is the version that's not done. Because Streamlabs OBS is really weak with plugin setup. It won't let you like do like sort of basic stuff like do 3D transforms and sort of fun stuff like that. But I've been toying around in OBS Studio, Granddaddy OBS Studio, to do something and build this. It's not done yet. And let me know when you see it pop up on the stream. It's not done yet.
Oh, sweet! It's the build controls. Nice.
Absolutely. I learned GIMP enough to like learn to delete the backgrounds. I've actually broken it into layers. This is like one of the original tests that I had. But like the what is it called? The noise on the screen is really hard to edit out. So I've come up with a way around it, but I can't show it off yet. But that is something I'm working on, and I'm hoping to use that as my Build Fighters background for like actual event play and all that kind of stuff for the future. So I just wanted to give a little sneak peek of fun things to come in the future. But I'm really excited because like I basically put together most of that over the weekend.
That's nice.
And I want to have like different scenes set up for victory and death and all that kind of stuff depending on like the suit in the series that I'm playing in. So like I was trying to find like all these like launch video clips from Gundam Seed to act as stingers in between transitions for the main combat and all that stuff. So I've been having fun with this, but I've been doing this very cheaply. So I've been doing this in GIMP. I've been using Blender as a video editor because I'm not even like looking to upgrade to like get Premiere out of Adobe so I can do video editing yet, because it's not like at this point it's like just for fun. Like I'd rather like learn more and do it slightly harder and then come back later and like appreciate how to do it.
Bruh, I keep looking at these new pictures of like, you know, the them getting together the moving Gundam.
Yep.
Bruh, yeah. What has made me realize is Gundam was not like, you know, exaggerating when they showed like a crew of like 15 guys to a mobile suit working on a mobile, you know.
So you've watched Robotics Notes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that whole thing of like when they built the giant robot for Robotics Notes, like, yeah, we can't put armor on this. This is way too heavy. Like I just saw them building the unicorn. Like, yeah, this is supposed to move, and it's like this is Robotics Notes all over again. Are we in the right year? Are we all gonna get screwed over by like some sort of weird alien invasion? I figure I need to see Steins Gate in order to fully appreciate what the hell is going on there.
It's funny because I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward for like I want them to release the full weight of what that moving Gundam is, because the original RX-78, and I'm actually have my master grade manual out right now. The original RX-78 had a loaded weight, like shield and weapon, of 60 tons, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're past
what
that.
World? Unless because they didn't have Gundanium
no, the original Gundam. No, it was Luna Titanium.
Yeah. And all Luna Titanium is like titanium forged in microgravity so that you get better particle dispersal.
Yeah, and the best thing about is, so after that, okay, so the first in the 1 year war, up to the 1 year war, they called it Luna Titanium because it was only Gundam mobile suits that was made with it. Okay, well, it was only After that, they changed the name of Luna Titanium to Gundanium in the universe. Gundarium in the universe as a tribute to the actual Gundam. This is in universe.
Gundam comes from the OS in the original one as well, doesn't it? Or was it just the name?
Let me flip through this manual because this is an old manual. God, I'm just thinking the original RX-70, like 78, is it's a really nice looking mobile suit, you know? Like in most of the current like illustrations, let's say everything in the past 10 or 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like after Hajime Katoki came and fixed up all the, you know, like all the sizing issues and everything, it's like one of the prettiest mobile suits you have.
Like it's so simple.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I do like the mobile, the one that they came out with, I think it was last year or so, designed by the same guy who designed the Enzo.
Which one is that? Because I don't think I've seen that one.
The Gundam, it's not the Beyond the Global one, is it? I gotta look up. But one of the Gundams, they got the guy who did the artistic design for the Ferrari Enzo to do it, and he like rounds it out in like stuff. Matter of fact, let me see. There's a YouTube. They did a little YouTube trailer for it, but he rounds it out and everything, and it still looks really good. But it's good in a different way than, you know, like it doesn't. Oh my God! I'm sorry, Jarrett. Bandai just released a video 17 minutes ago.
Ooh. Let's have a live reaction. Let's see what we got.
Bandai. Oh my God! Remember I told you that MXE, the Master Grade Extreme thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! It's a unicorn Gundam. Oh.
Said 17 minutes ago. Can you send me a link in somewhere?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's pretty.
Send me a link.
I'm sending it. It's in Discord. Oh. Oh my God, is it actually coming with the lighting kit? It's got a lighting kit and it's an MG. Whoa! Oh my God!
Zero Vericop. Yo! Alright, that's real.
Oh my God!
Extreme point!
ユニコーンガンダムのエクストリームポイントは極限の発光機構サイコフレームの極限表現に挑む
Oh, this is gonna be expensive, but I'm buying this.
広範囲の駆動と変身機構に対応する柔軟性と強度を併せ持ったフレキシブルエネルギーシステムを採用ユニコーンガンダム史上初の変身、発光、色調変化、稼働の強烈を実現
Wow!
さらに付属するサイズのシールドファンネルも発光専用ディスプレイスタンドにより単独飛行し3機合体シーンの再現が可能
Thank you, Hajime!
極限のこだわりは細部まで新設計された変身機構は直感的かつスムーズな変身を可能に向上した広い可動域により
Oh no, I don't think it does come with the stands.
It does. It probably will. Because the PG one does. Oh my god.
死が求めた極限のユニコーンガンダムがついに完成。マスターグレードエクストリーム100分の1スケールユニコーンガンダムバージョン KA。
Wow, I'm looking at it and I did not. Wow, I'm winning right now. I meant to like have this video clip up here, but we're looking at the announcement of the Master Grade Extreme Gundam Unicorn Verica 1/100 scale. Like, just to like flip through some of the highlights. It has color changing LEDs throughout the entire body.
4つのこだわりの進化はもちろん機体ごとに
Have internal structure, style, gimmick, action,
エクストリームポイントを設定
extreme point. You see how pointy that is? How pointy the extreme point is. It's a unicorn. Of course it has to be pointy. But like a flexible ribbon LED structure, someone's gonna hack that in like no time and have it be full RGB, and I want that to be me, so I can have my RGB Gundam unicorn like right here next to me. And you're gonna call me Manager from now on. You're gonna understand me. Oh, not to mention it comes with like the superposable stands where you can like do all of the like really sick action poses, throwing up like the shield walls. Does it have? Yep, because it's the machine gun shields.
Yep.
And of course, it wouldn't be proper if you couldn't go from unicorn all the way out to destroy mode. You have the launch stand. I don't think they put a date on when this is coming out, did they?
Not yet. It was just announced today. So we'll get more
info. Come out in conjunction with the full reveal of the unicorn at I almost said Gundam World.
Oh, I think that we're going to we'll probably get a price for it at the just a second, because they're doing actually a Gundam Japan, since they've gotten rid of their coronavirus stuff. Yeah,
what
Japan's
virus?
Actually doing
America's fine.
Japan's doing a special exhibition at Tamashi Nation's Tokyo.
I want to go outside. Oh, God.
So
let's...
in late July, Japan's doing late July. There's going to be a what's it called, a trade show, and I bet you the full release will be December. And here's why I say that. November is the GunPla Expo, which is the largest Gundam show in the world. And it's where they do the competition for the Gundam World Builders Championship. And they show off all their new models and everything and all the developments. And they get a lot of really cool like Gundams. They fly in the best builders from around the world. Guess they won't be bringing anybody from America this year, but so they bring in everybody.
It's fine.
So they bring in everybody, and they have them like bring their models, and they set them up and stuff like that. And that's usually where they do the big reveal of their kits. So that was where they showed off this is that Verica Sazabi, which came out in like 2012. That was like where they showed off the full armor double Zeta and everything. That usually happens like November, and then December it releases. Now, based off of what I know from Gundam kits and everything, and the fact that this is not a P Bandai kit, I'm going to make an estimate that model is going to be $200.
That's so the friendly local gaming shop that I go to play Warhammer at, they had one of the metal framed Astray red frames, I believe. It was either a Sengoku Astray or a Astray red frame. They were selling it at basically a loss because they're like, well, we don't really sell Gundam kits here, so. And I slapped myself so often because like I really needed my updated codex at the time, and I didn't buy the Gundam kit. And I was like, I'm not gonna build this anytime soon. I almost because I think I told you about it because I offered to buy it for you and ship it to you.
Yeah, it was the high resolution of the Strike Noir. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset I never jumped on that. But yeah, honestly, I didn't need it. But yeah, so
Neither of us do.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm saying that kit's gonna cost $200, okay, is the unicorn perfect grade kit, okay, which is the 1/60th one. The perfect grade unicorn kit is usually, if you find it in the United States, is about $200 by itself, but that doesn't come with the lighting kit. The lighting kit for that unicorn is $150.
Wow. Wait, so you're saying like with the lighting kit, it's still going to come in at like 200? Like that sounds like if Bandai is gonna like consider themselves being the good guys, that sounds like you're talking about more of a $300 model kit.
Well, no, let me explain why. Because Bandai does so the unicorn when it came out, like I said, was about $200 for a perfect grade. That's usually how much perfect grades run, except for the PG-7 sword. That kit runs like $260 usually. And you can get the PG RX-78 and the PG Zaku for about $100, even in the US. The master grade unicorn costs about $60 as itself. This is only a 1/100th kit, so they can't pass the price of the perfect grade. And I want to say it was last year or a year before they released the perfect grade. They released the perfect unicorn, okay, and that was the unicorn that came out with the green psycho frame, and it had the gun shields and everything like that. And that one, and it actually came with the lighting kit, and that one retailed for $325.
Wow.
So I'm thinking it's a 1/100th kit. It has lights and everything. I'm saying the price is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the price is going to be about $200. The most expensive master grade kit to date that I'm aware of is actually another unicorn kit. Now that I think about it, no, never mind. No, the Deep Striker came out. Okay, the Deep Striker is the most expensive, but before the Deep Striker, it was the Unicorn Phoenix, and that one was because it had a gold plating, and that kit was $130 as a master grade, and it was just slightly bigger than a regular master grade kit. Because it's the unicorn from Narrative. You know, with the dual shields and the tail and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
I'm gonna have to just to like show the holes in my knowledge. I'm gonna have to like really go back and rewatch all of Unicorn into Narrative, so like I make sure I understand how all of this works together.
To be fair, not much of Narrative is affected by Unicorn, because it's like, okay, the sleeves are still around, but they don't have full frontal, and they don't really have, an actual leadership right now. The sleeves are also constantly under scrutiny from Minerva, who's like, "Look, don't you go fucking up all the work that we just did."
Yeah.
So the thing that, like, things you have like that carry over are, one, we found out there was a second Sinanju,
Mhm.
Stein, which nobody knew about, because the Sinanju Stein, the original one, the one that became the regular Sinanju, was stolen 2 years before Unicorn.
Is that a manga
Yeah.
storyline or is that?
It's a manga storyline, and then they also put it in the Unicorn game.
Wait, did I forget
Yeah.
to collect? Sorry, I'm trying to. Let's see. I'm trying to
But
paint
yeah.
this thing.
There's a Unicorn game.
There we go.
Now this is why I've always tell people
Sorry,
this when
no.
they go.
Trying to paint the Dreadnought Gundam. I'm not the biggest fan of like the sort of pale purpley blue color scheme. So.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Ooh, cancel. I found.
I always tell.
The Astray. What is it? Let me just load up all my Astray frame colors. Blitz Gundam. I could always like upgrade it and put the Providence Gundam colors onto it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Strike Noir, which actually looked really good on it too.
Oh, the black and gray. But
yeah.
So the Unicorn game is really interesting because the Unicorn game. Now check this out. The Unicorn game was developed by From Software.
Oh. Okay. What is this on?
PlayStation 3. It was one of those games that I had to import, but PlayStations have no region, so have like no region locks, so you just had to import it. That is one of the best Gundam games I've ever played. I mean, I had to struggle for a while because I had to figure out the controls and everything. But when you get the controls, but when you get the controls down for it, it's amazing, and it's got a great mobile suit setup. I mean, you can go everything from like the Lodo, which is that remember the tank the transforming APC that the Echo Us use. Yeah, the Lodo's playable in the game.
Jeez.
The Echo Us Jagan, and then the Echo Us Jagan Custom, which is one of my favorite mobile suits that Gundam ever did because it's a Jagan that has a beam pistol on the side and then a combat knife on mounted to the shoulder.
It's the fuck around and find out Gundam.
Yeah. Like, I like Echo Us because also Echo Us is one of my favorite things about like Gundam because it's like, oh yeah, Echo Us is the Earth colony is the Earth Federation Special Forces, and Echo Us is so autonomous that not even Londo Bell can tell them what to do. Like, and I'm just like, you would think that
are they from Texas? Are they from Texas? One of their founding organizations some little thing called Academy, aka Blackwater?
That would be good. But yeah, so Echo Us is like one of those insane like Londo Bell is separate, yes. Like they're known as they're an autonomous special forces unit. But then you have Echo Us, who's like separate from everybody. But I love Echo Us because they have Conroy Housen is like one of those really cool pilots, and his Jagan is the one I'm talking about that's got the beam pistol on the side and like the combat knife and everything. And like, God, I really wish I had actually I wish I'd actually had the when they did the P Bandai release of his Jagan. I wish I'd had the money for it, or it actually had been aware of it, because I have built every single HG Jagan kit. Like Start Jagan, regular Jagan, Echo S Jagan.
It is the badass normal mobile suit.
Oh yeah, the Jagan is one of my favorite mobile suits because it's like, okay, we gotta make a fast, affordable mobile suit, and they up armored a Jagan and everything, and they were like, yep, this is great,
You mean they up armored a what's your other suit's name?
What one? The Jessa? No, because they're two separate things. Londo Bell got the Jesta. Echous got the D Jagan. Yeah. So, like, so the Jesta is on its own like evolutionary line based off of mobile suits and everything. It was like built from scratch. The D Jagan is just a stupidly upgraded version of the Jagan. Like better reactor, better armor, better sensors. It's just such a really nice mobile suit. And if I actually ever find that P-Band kit, I'll get it.
There we go. Yeah, I've been over here fighting with my camera because the battery jumper that I purchased previously didn't work. So
I'm not paying that much for an HG kit.
How much?
Sorry. There's actually one listed right now on Amazon for $73, but it's an HG. And I'm like,
God. Like,
yeah.
Are you getting like a second Gundam with it? Are you getting a second suit with it?
No, it's just the very high. It's just like the extra P Bandai Jagan, and I'm like, no, just no.
No, like, it's fine. It's fine. Just give us your money. It's fine. Why are you asking questions? You know you want it,
dude.
Buy it.
Let's put it this way: the Jagan, that Master Grade Jagan that I gave you. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I still got it. I need. Once we get the shelves put up in here, I plan on putting that one in here.
That Master Grade Jagan, and my Master Grade Jagan put together still costs less than this HG Jagan would cost me right now. Because the Jagan on release was like 32, 33.
Alright, so some interesting things that I'm like kind of putting together, trying this out for the first time. So the way they have the Dreadnought Gundam set up is they have a composite shield along with no sorry, they had the unit, the RX whatever unit 2.
Yeah, I just saw that GPO2 just fire the nuke. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like having a conversation like, oh wait, that's the nuclear attack mode. Like GPO2 is about to just destroy the field. Actually, I might like throw it together really quick on the side, but it's interesting like seeing like how they have the combat set up for the not the Destiny, Providence in comparison to the Dreadnought. Skills. I need something that can block to clear that one properly. But so the Providence has the composite arm that is both your shield and your blaster. But in this one, instead of giving you just the arm modules that have both of those components in one, you get the shield that has the composite blaster in it and a separate arm module. So like that's cool because it gives you more flexibility on breaking those parts up. And then of course you still have your Dragoon system. I haven't been able to test out all of the stuffs on it yet. So composite's already ready. Pristus.
Oh god. So one thing I want to, there's a perfect grade kit I really want, and that's the perfect grade GPO 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because the perfect grade GPO 1 is really unique in that it comes with the mobile suit like hanger setup.
Mm-hmm.
And all the parts to switch it out back and forth between the GPO 1 and the GPO 1 full variant.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's like one of the, it's a huge kit. But it's also, because it's an early perfect grade, it's not too expensive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 167. And compared to some of the other perfect grades, okay, the really nice coding version of the Wings Gundam Zero,
Mm-hmm.
the winged one, that one is $250. The unicorn, the Banshee Norin is like 173.
Jesus, and that's a perfect grade kit, right?
Yeah. And then there's the perfect grade Exia, which is 168 by itself, but if you get the lighting version, it's 300.
300 for the Exia
Yes.
lighting kit.
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna stick to my other plastic crack addiction, and I'm just gonna build a super badass Titan. Well, no, I can't. No, you can't even build a Titan for that much. I'm gonna build a Knight. Like Titans are thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I looked on what's it called? I was on the Forge site, and it was like $300 for the weapon. And I was like, what?
Forge World is smoking crack. I would never. I would build my own. Alright, so for a long range build, actually I'm gonna throw myself back at range and then see how I hit. The only thing is they keep dropping me in right next to everyone. Fall the fuck back. I'm also beating everything too quickly. The Dragon system is pretty solid.
The price dropped and now it's not available. Dang it. Sorry. I've been looking, I was looking at upgrading, my Ryzen 2600X to the 3600X.
Mm-hmm.
But
when did you build,
ever since
Yeah, because when did you build your machine?
Last year.
I
know. Yeah. Okay. Here's the reason why I'm talking about doing a CPU swap, but in just over a year, because Hardware Unboxed did a video of using my video card, the 5700 XT, with the 2600, and then again with the 3600. And they were getting FPS increases of 30%. So it's worth it,
Yeah, I can see that. Alright, I'm going to tear apart the full city. I'm not using it anymore. Equipped reset. And let's go on down and find the Providence Gundam. So we can do a side by side real quick. TFG, HIJKL, MNOP, the Rebawoo.
Wow, that sounds like a a German problem, but that's a British problem.
Which one?
They're talking about the T-14 tank, which was a British tank.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, and they're talking about the problem. They're like, yeah, no, you can't fire the tank with the hatches closed because the gases would build up in the crew cabin.
No, that sounds very much like a British problem. Like, I see what you mean by, that sounds like a German problem. No, that sounds exactly like a British problem. You can't. You don't fill the car up with the doors closed. Wait, why not? Because the gas fumes will make it blow up. Sir, what?
I mean, I love, like, some of my favorite things are like talking about like insane things about, like, some of the design quirks of like Russian planes and everything. Like, for example, the MiG-31. The MiG-31 can only be flown at 80% of its top speed because if you go anywhere above that, the engines melt themselves as they accelerate.
They didn't figure out the high bypass fuel solution that they did for the SR-71. I know I have more parts to the Providence than this.
And then there's like it's like if you didn't
stuff. Sorry.
It's like on one of the BMPs, if you don't have the rear door unlocked, when you fire the main gun, it could cause the whole tank crew to go deaf.
Yes. That is a Russian problem. Who care about crew of tank?
It's like, okay, sure. Oh, God.
I kind of want to put So, just comparing the Dragoon systems from the Providence to the Dreadnought. Providence is ranked at a piercing damage of A- with a power of D, 90-second duration. 9-second duration with a 90-second recharge. This is about the same comparison. I just think you get like slightly less. So that's actually a really good giveaway and this is at a ace mid-range, whereas the Providence is ace in space. So this is the technique build for space. Long shot attack. So it's also a long shooting build. Job damage. Yeah. So that'd be cool. I'll have to mess around with it a little bit more to see if I can do like a full side-by-side of what you get with the Providence versus the Dreadnought, just for shiggles. But no, it's been another fun night hanging out and talking shit about Gundam with you.
It has been. Sorry,
Yeah.
but somebody posted a GIF on Tumblr from Age, and Age is that show where I'm like, first bit of it, wow, that was all right. Second bit, wait a minute, Asimo Suno's one of my favorite characters because, okay, I'm not an X-rounder. I'm just going to get good enough that I can fight against X-rounders.
Age 2 is Get Good, the anime.
I was totally done. I was like,
Dad's not proud of me because I'm not a super... Dad's not proud of me because I'm not a super soldier. I'm gonna earn my daddy's love.
I was like, and it's like Kyo is like, Kyo Asuna. Sure. Like, hey, the first interaction Kyo ever has with his father is getting kicked in the cockpit. Like,
yo, so that's one of my favorite. Because I don't think they've given us in this game. They've given us Age 1 yet, but we've gotten a couple of the different variants of the Age 2. we've gotten the basically the base age 2.
The double bullet.
What's the double bullet?
It's the one with like the 2 giant beam sabers on the arms. So,
No, I don't think we've gotten the double bullet. We do have the Titan.
That means they took it out. Oh, the Titus? That's
yeah,
from
the Titus.
Age 1.
Oh, wait, the Titus is age 1?
Yeah. Remember, because he couldn't figure out how to hit the Gaffran, and so
That's
he kept
right.
learning with the beam weapons, and it was like, okay, if you can't hit it with a beam weapon, punch it.
So we have the Titus, we have the age 2, I think it's like the age 2 FX or something like that.
No, the age 3, it's the age FX, and that's Kyo suit, which is, oh my god, all right. That suit has a really interesting history for GunPla, because the year the show came out, at the Gundam Expo, God, I said Expla. So at the Gundam Expo, they showed a full age FX master grade, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then it disappeared.
Yo.
Like, it never came out. Like, it was at the show. People were really happy for it because it looked awesome. It had like amazing articulation, and they were like, "Yeah, coming soon." And that was the last time anybody heard of it until 2019's Gundam Expo. It was back in the model case again.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have the age 2 normal. Let's see. I don't think I have an age 1 normal. I do have let's see. Flat Sparrows. Yep, I do have an age 1 Titus. The Adele Titus? Wow, I forgot that was a thing.
Breaker 3 didn't get the age 1 normal until the last DLC.
Let's see. So we do have that. I know we have the age 2 normal. Variants. Where is my age 2 normal? I don't think they've added the Adelaide in here yet. I know the Gaffron's in it in the game.
Yeah, Gaffron's been in since Breaker 1. Which is funny because we had Breaker 1 was horribly not balanced, okay? Breaker 1 had a meta. Strike freedom or get out. Then it was like strike freedom or get out. Then after like one of the first updates, it was like strike freedom, or it was like strike freedom, or maybe turn A, because the turn A was still broken. Oh my god, the turn A was completely broken because
I think the turn A is just broken by the fact that it breaks universes.
Yeah, well, so here's what happens when Moonlight Butterfly is used in Breaker. The turn A pops Moonlight Butterfly and flies across the ring. If he even gets close to you, it causes an instant complete parts out.
Damn. So I know the turn A. I have the turn A head and a few other parts of the turn A. I have not focused on. One, it hasn't been brought into the game. Well, it hasn't been like a focus event to like do turn A stuff, but I think it's like a major gacha drop. One of the other speaking of gacha drops, because like I'm slowly trying to wind down. Oh no, she must have been last week. So this week's pilots are Jim Gingham and Kate Bush.
Yeah, my PC crashed.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. It just I'm on my phone right now for Discord while my PC is rebooting.
Yeah, but did you hear who I said who our pilot gacha pulls are for this week?
No, I know you said Allenby was one of them.
Oh no, I was wrong. Alan B was last week.
Oh, who got this?
No, it's Kate Bush and Jim Gingham.
Oh God.
Because
we all turn A now.
yes, we all turn A now.
Dude.
So they've been doing this interesting thing where like basically like they have like gated abilities on some where it's like you have to like build your like you have to like min max in order to unlock certain abilities. So like on Jim, it's like when your melee attack is when you min max your melee attack, your cooldown for your EX skills is down to like 6%, but it only gets better as you grow them out. And then I think Kate is a defender. She's nothing particularly special.
I've seen like there's some. If there's one game I wish I could stream, it's Dynasty Warriors 3 for the PlayStation 3, because that one has the most interactions between Gundam characters.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd imagine like if you do it through game capture and you drop out your audio, you could probably get away with it. Like you'd have to do like a lot of audio mixing to make it work. Oh yeah, but as far as like other age stuff that were on that like whole pass, the Darkhound, DH, the basic one, is in as this season's reward for completing arena challenges, and I think it's the Age 3 Fortress. Yeah, the Age 3 Fortress is the first Age 3 unit we got. And, of course, I had to get every little bit of it because I am a whore for all heavy armor and heavy weaponry GunPla.
I love the Age 3 Fortress because it's like, okay, here's like, hey, 2 blasters on the back, 2 more blasters under the arm. Then it's like, yeah, that's your, it's like that. Then it's like hover mobile suit. Okay. Like, I do like how they did Age's system, like where the computer for the Age like realizes, its enemies and everything, and then but creates the best possible mobile suit upgrades.
Oh yeah. Like it's basically like if we're gonna have like an advanced AI plugged into a 3D printer.
Yeah.
This is us printing models for you.
Like I love it because it's like, oh, like okay, cool. Like I just think it's when he was trying to fight when he's trying to fight that first Gaffran, and the Gaffran's like blocking him with one hand. Have you seen that? It's like one of my favorite GIFs ever from the Gundam series.
We'll have to find it. I'll make it a reactions for whenever I'm like just getting outclassed entirely.
It's this video of like him trying to like hit the Gaffran, and the Gaffran's just like blocking with one hand, like not even looking at him.
Nah, son, can't touch this. Yo, I'm looking at a picture of the G-Hopper with the Age 3 Fortress's equipment strapped onto it, where it's like, oh, we are gunboat now.
Okay, just a second. Gundam Age.
It'll pop up on the stream because I have the images up there right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find this GIF because I have it on my phone, I think, somewhere. But it's this GIF. It's like he's just like trying to attack it, and the Gaffer it is just not.
I am not having this. We will not have it all.
Second, red.
Oh man. But it has been a fun night.
I know it's on my computer. I mean, I know it's on my phone because I've seen it so often when going through my pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
But
I got
yeah.
I got another GIF you need to see. It's the it's one of those things where I'm like, people might not like Age, but you can't argue it's not beautifully animated because it's
so
the
good.
Age 1 fighting in the city, and he like dodges slightly and flies behind the Gaffran.
Yeah,
And
there's so much. So I actually really need to give Reconquista an actual watch. And then there's so much Gundam to watch and so much anime. Like Brand New Animal just dropped out on Netflix, so I'm about to chug through that in the next few days. And I think Charnel's in for it because she's down to watch almost anything from Studio Trigger. So, but as much fun as I'm having, I know I work from home, but I still need to get some sleep. It's been real.
Speaking of Trigger, you know Trigger's doing the Cyberpunk 2077 anime, right?
No.
Yeah. That was announced like 3 days ago. Trigger is doing the Cyberpunk 2077 anime.
Stop giving me more shit to watch. I've already gone through...
Hey, don't worry, it doesn't come out till 2021.
I'm more than fine with that. I went through and like did my additions onto my anime list of like what I plan to watch this season, and I'm just waiting for like the streams to start up. So Brand New Animal is probably gonna be the first one that like I try to chug through, but I've been spending so much time like toying around with doing stream setups and all that kind of stuff that it's been one thing or another. But I have had I've had a wonderful time hanging out and talking with you, buddy. We are, of course, going to be doing this again if you are still in the mood. So just like sort of a production and planning sort of thing. The Gundam build, GunPla, Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare team tends to drop the announcements for what the next event's going to be on Sunday. So I'll try to get out a notice for you and Ted, who's probably going to be my main other co-conspirator in this random stuff, as of how we're going to do this. We'll keep working on it and polishing this little turd until we have our own little shiny turd.
I'm going to figure out how to get this. I'm gonna test tonight to see if New Gundam Breaker can even be streamed. Because New Gundam Breaker, like I said, New Gundam Breaker got here the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a reason why I didn't like this game. But you know what? It's not.
Maybe because does New Gundam Breaker have multiplayer or anything like that?
Probably got co-op because all the other Breaker games did.
We can possibly get on and rage at it together, or I can be like, it's not that bad. This is pretty cool. And like, you don't know what good is.
Oh, so one of the Gundam games on mobile in Japan. Okay. Each mobile suit has a team-up partner and like two pilots who are linked, okay? Guess who the Barbatos Lupus partner is?
Biscuit.
Nope. It's Setsuna in the Quanta.
What?
The partner for the Barbatos Lupus is Setsuna and the Quanta, and when he goes when the Barbatos activates limiter release, the Quanta quantizes.
That's actually really cool.
It's one of those weird things where I was like, this is a weird pair up, but I'm not against it.
It sounds really cool. We will next time have more time to try to plan what we want to talk about it. But I think we had fun raging at the idiocy of some of our favorite things in Gundam, and like even though it's still dumb, it's still its own brand of treasure.
Oh, absolutely.
But buddy, I'll be in touch, of course. We'll have our normal daily chats. And all y'all, apparently a few folk out here listening to us ramble on this late at night, go to sleep. Sleep is how you beat off the virus. Also, like staying at home, wearing masks when you have to go out in public, be safe, wash your hands,
Don't go out in public. Build GunPla.
Don't stay home. Build Gunpla. Stay home. Build Gunpla. Play Gunpla mobile games. Even though it's falling out of the news, Black Lives Still Matter. Had another trans sibling die in the last few days, so Black Trans Lives Matter. So y'all be kind to each other and be sweet. Love everyone, except for white supremacists. Y'all can go die traitors. Good night.
Oh, God.